I don't know if you have a wife or a girlfriend, but like, what do the people around you think about? Maybe more normally adjusted people that think about like what you're trying to do and your vision for yourself and humanity.
Most people think I'm crazy, so that's fine. But there's some people that really get it. They understand what I'm doing, why I'm doing it, and a lot of times they get involved. So, I have a lot of people that just kind of roll their eyes and say, well, why would you want to feel a magnetic field? Why would you ever want to see an infrared? Why things like this. To me is ridiculous. But,
what do your parents think?
My parents think it's a little bit weird, but they know that this is just what I do, And so they don't ask a lot of questions about it. They're just accepting of it. My kids love it. My kids, whenever I go anywhere, they said, "Hey, come see my dad. He's a cyborg. Check this out." I show them little tricks and things like that. And their friends think it's amazing. They're really proud of me. So, my ex-wife, she wasn't too happy about it, but that's not a problem anymore. So, yeah.
And if, let's say, one of your kids came and said, Dad, I want to remove my arm and put a robotic arm on. Like, how would you feel about that?
Yeah, so if my son wanted to amputate his arm and put on a robotic arm, and the technology was there that, if robotic arms were to the point where they're better than the real thing, I'd understand, but I would ask him, why don't you just get a third arm? Or, I'd be confused why you wouldn't just want another set of arms. So keep his fleshy ones.
Ed, you said you're from Utah. Where in Utah?
Yeah, St. George, Utah, southwest corner.
And tell me about your setup there and how big the community is there.
Oh, because that's where you work? No. Oh, okay.
Oh, that's where I live.
Yeah. We didn't hear that actually. Right. Yeah.
So say I live in Utah, and just describe your lab and what the community's like there.
Right. Yeah. So I live in St. George, Utah. It's a small town. I've got a small operation. There's not a lot of grinders where I live. My friend Ben comes down every once in a while and collaborate. So, for the most part, it's me and just my collaborations online. The town's maybe 90,000 people. I'm not sure. It's a small town.
And are you sort of infamous in the town? Do like everybody?
You know what? I'm almost invisible in the town. So most people don't know who I am or what I do. It's funny. I like on a local radio show, I heard a story about me. The DJs were saying, telling a story about my ear implants and things like that. They had no idea that I was a local. But it's kind of funny to hear local people like saying, yeah, so there's a guy that did this and blah blah, wow. And they thought it was pretty neat. So, but yeah, nobody really knows who I am. I have spoken at the college a couple times. I've spoken at for a girls camp for technology, just small things here like in the local community. But then I give speeches internationally.
And do you have any formal training in this? I mean, did you study any of this in school, or is it just through self-teaching?
Yeah, I'm all self-taught. So, yeah, everything I do, everything I've done has been either trial and error and just learning on my own. So, yeah, honestly, at some point I figured, I considered going to school for it, but I mean, I'm at the age where it's like I've got to work and everything, and it's just adding school in there is gonna kind of complicate things. And honestly, the internet is full of information and full of college courses. And there's a lot of things that I do that where I'm communicating with professors from major universities, and I find that they answer a lot of my questions, and they're interested in things I do, and sometimes in some areas, I've found myself on the bleeding edge of research. So just a lot of science. So which is surprising, but anyway. So yeah, I'll have doctors contact me all the time and ask me about different things that I'm doing, and I contact them. So.
Can we go back to the medical tourism just for a second and just talk about, I don't know, just sort of what it is, how it works, to somebody who doesn't understand that medical tourism is a thing, how would you explain it to somebody who doesn't know what it is?
Okay, so basically, there's a lot of people right now that go, go out of country to get medical procedures done. I mean, we're talking like dental work and things like that. I mean, you could go to Mexico and get dental work done really cheap. Colombia is a major hub right now for medical tourism. If you want to go get breast implants, you can get it for a fraction of the price that you can in the U.S. So there's a lot of medical tourism that goes on, and not just for cosmetic stuff, but like for like life-saving surgeries, because I mean the U.S. is really not affordable when it comes to stuff like that. So they have different attitudes, like in different countries about things like that. In the U.S., right, our medical community, our medical industry is basically set up to like cover its ass at all times, and it doesn't like experimental procedures. It doesn't like elective procedures, that could be life-threatening or things like that. They've actually got a really negative attitude towards a lot of things that we do. Although that's changing a little bit. So yeah, I mean, basically, for a lot of procedures like this, or a lot of procedures like we want to do, medical tourism is going to be the solution. You can go to a country where they're accepting this kind of stuff. It's going to be a fraction of the price too, so it's kind of how it works out. I hope that answered your question.
That does. I think we got it.
Yeah, yeah.
That was a great interview.